Welcome to Impact OC, the only program showcasing the people and organizations shaping Orange County. With your host, Don Camber.
Hello, live from the OC Talk Radio studios at UCI's Beal Applied Innovation Center. I'm OC Talk Radio Public Affairs Director Don Camber with another great guest impacting our community in a positive way. Today I welcome Girl Scouts of Orange County Chief Executive Officer Vikki Shepp. Thank you, Vikki, for being on Impact OC.
Well, thank you for this opportunity to talk about my passion.
Vikki, the Girl Scouts mission is to build girls of courage, confidence, and character who make the world a better place. I'd like you to go over how your organization succeeds in this.
Well, this mission statement is not just something we strive for. We do it every day. We're really strategically aligned to look at what girls need, to impact them in ways through our program, through our primarily volunteer-driven program, and find the ways that they need to, the things that they need to do to be women of courage, confidence, and character who make the world a better place. So we engage a lot of volunteers and a lot of program partners in many ways to bring our very successful leadership program to girls in Orange County.
How did it start?
So Girl Scouts started back in 1912 with Juliet Gordon Lowe. She heard about what Boy Scouts was doing and she said, our girls need the same opportunity. She went back to her home in Savannah, Georgia, had 18 girls, started the first Girl Scout troop, and here we are 110 years later, strong as ever and impacting millions of girls across the country.
Now, I know you were a Girl Scout when you were young and you're a Girl Scout as an adult, so share with us the changes that occurred over the years and bring into that equation cookies.
Alrighty, so, some things have stayed the same. Juliet, she really wanted girls to get in the outdoors. One of our program pillars is still the outdoors, but it looks a little different than it did in the 1910s, 20s, 30s, and from then. We have in Girl Scouts of Orange County, we have a beautiful 750-acre camp, and that brings girls an opportunity to really explore the outdoors. But they don't have to just go to Camp Sherman. They can also explore the outdoors right here in their backyard. And they're doing citizen science, different things in the outdoors that combines the outdoors with one of our other program pillars like STEM. And so that's probably the biggest change. STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math is a huge, important world for girls to explore, and yet a lot of girls are reticent to. So the way that we do this is we help girls see that STEM is all around them, and they get to explore the way STEM is part of Orange County, even maybe at some of our amusement parks, to see how is STEM in that, or how is it in fashion design. So although Juliet Gordon Lowe probably would never have used the word STEM, she knew that girls needed the exposure to those important topics just like boys do. And so we've taken that particular concept really into 2022 in a different, she wouldn't recognize it in that sense, but she would recognize Girl Scouts. And we also have our other two program pillars, life skills, and our girls learn very important life skills. Life skills in 1912 might have included how to be able to cook in the outdoors. Well, we still have outdoor cooking, but we also have life skills in how to manage emotional relationships, how to be positive mental, how to have positive mental health. The life skills of 2022 are much different than they were in 1912. And then our last program pillar of entrepreneurship, which really centers around our iconic cookie program, that helps girls learn business skills. And it is a program where they learn and earn. They fund their experiences, they get rewarded, their troop gets troop proceeds, and they learn how to achieve goals, how to work together as a team, how to have great customer service, decision making, and business ethics. So they're learning these skills in ways that we know set them up for success in business as a girl business woman, as well as a woman, as a CEO. We speak to so many women who say, I got my start in business by doing the Girl Scout cookie program.
And the Girl Scout cookie program entailed going door to door during the early days, and now you could do it via internet.
Right. Well, our girls are so innovative. Of course, there's still the door-to-door sales, and that's great because girls learn how to speak to strangers. They learn how to be good business women, as I said, but they also now can do digital marketing. They can do contactless delivery. So they'll put a door hanger on and then they'll deliver the cookies and stand back. And so they became very innovative even before the pandemic, but now they've just learned all kinds of ways to reach out to customers, to sell to both their neighborhood, but some girls are even selling around the world, because they can ship it. So it's fantastic to see how innovative the girls are and how dedicated they are to reaching their goals.
What are the grade levels of the Girl Scouts?
Sure. So we go kindergarten through 12th grade, and within those years, there are 6 Girl Scout levels. They start with our daisies, who are kinder and first grade. 2nd and 3rd grade are brownies. 4th and 5th grade are juniors. 6th, 7th, and 8th grade are our cadets. 9th and 10th grades are seniors, and 11th and 12th grade are our ambassadors. So the girls have a progression. What a daisy might learn about a topic is very different than what an older Girl Scout in high school might learn. But this progression is part of what builds the courage, confidence, and character.
So when they join, they need to read the Girl Scout Promise and Law, which you have before you.
Yes, and would you like me to read that?
Yes,
sure.
please.
And the Girl Scout Promise and Law is not just something that we read. Girls recite it. They learn it, but then they also build it within them. It's part of our character building. So the Girl Scout Promise: on my honor, I will try to serve God and my country, to help people at all times, and to live by the Girl Scout Law. The Girl Scout Law: I will do my best to be honest and fair, friendly and helpful, considerate and caring, courageous and strong, and responsible for what I say and do, and to respect myself and others, respect authority, use resources wisely, make the world a better place, and be a sister to every Girl Scout.
At what point will they say these?
So the great thing, if a girl starts as a kindergarten daisy, she starts to learn the Girl Scout Promise and Law at a daisy level. And their badges are shaped like a flower. So the middle of the flower is the Girl Scout Promise, and then every petal represents part of the law. So she really will start exploring that. If a girl joins later on, she'll learn it and start to recite it, and it becomes part of the troop process, or anytime we have an event, we'll read it as well.
Will they need to read it later on?
Yes, it's something that goes with us forever. The Girl Scout Promise and Law, we start our board meetings with the Girl Scout Promise and Law. I start my staff meetings with this. This is something that's part of the Girl Scout culture. It's important to us to reflect on it, and not just to memorize it, but to really live it out.
And share with us some of the different adventures they get to go on at the different levels.
Sure. So again, this is progression, right? Our daisies, they might take a field trip to the firehouse or to the animal shelter. As girls get older, they may get on a train and go down to San Diego, for example. We talked about that. Our girls, they might go up to LA, to Alvera Street, and explore. As they get older, a lot of our junior Girl Scouts will go on their first plane ride to go up to San Francisco and do a bridging. As they get older, our girls have opportunities to go on both national and international destinations. We have girls going around the world. I've talked to girls who have gone to India and Costa Rica and at different places in Africa and Europe. We have a sisterhood around the world, and these girls have opportunities both in their troop, but also individually, to travel and to explore and to really see the world through the eyes of a Girl Scout experience.
Do they meet weekly?
So a troop will decide. Some troops will meet weekly, some will meet once a month. It's up to the group. So the group will get together, the troop will sit with the leaders, and sometimes they'll have a parent meeting, especially at the beginning, and they'll decide this troop is going to meet once a week, this troop is going to meet every other week, and they do what's best for the girls. So it really depends on the girls' schedule. We also have girls who can't be part of a troop. Maybe they're very heavily into sports, or they have some other things that their lives are so busy, and so we have a way for Girl Scouts to be independent, and then their parent would lead them through their experience as what we call a Juliet, named after our foundress.
And you have girl-led learning.
Correct. The girl-led learning is really important in Girl Scouts. Even at the very youngest age, we want our girls to lead their experience. Now, of course, a Daisy's not going to go shopping and buy all the things that they need to do their next troop meeting. But what they are going to do is say, we want to work on this, or we want to learn about this. As the girls get older, they plan and execute. I mean, they are the ones deciding which badges they're going to work on, what they want to use their cookie proceeds for, where they want to travel, who they want to help in community service and take action. So the girl-led piece, again, it's progressive. By the time a Girl Scout is in high school and she works on her Girl Scout Gold Award, the highest award a Girl Scout can earn, she is deciding what is the problem that she's looking at. She's discovering the root cause of that problem and creating a project, a sustainable project to take action to address that particular project. And so that's the girl-led piece that's also progressive.
Give us an example of a project.
Sure. Oh man, our Girl Scouts are looking at real life issues. We had a girl who had family in the Philippines, went to the Philippines and noticed that there were children on the street. So she decided for her Gold Award project, she was going to create a way for those children to get some education and food and some basic needs. She worked with a group of volunteers in the Philippines. She was able to purchase a van. She trained the volunteers. She taught them what to do, so they would go to the street where the kids who were not in school were. They would do some basic first aid if they needed it, clean their hands and feet, feed them, and then teach them. That program is still going. She's off to college, but she trained those volunteers so there in the Philippines, kids are getting an experience they would not have gotten. And that's because of an Orange County Girl Scout.
Talk about the life skills they gain.
Sure. Our life skills program is very vast. Right now, two of the most important things are our mental health. So we're really helping girls, again, at age-appropriate ways, deal with the different issues that girls deal with. So that can be anything from bullying, relational aggression, to depression and anxiety during the pandemic. The other life skill area that we are having a lot of focus is in our Allies for All, and that's a way for girls to explore how to be an ally. I'm having a hard time with that word right now. To a group that might be marginalized. So it's helping them understand the experiences of the other and how to be with that other group. And we're working with a lot of partners to be able to deliver some very strong program. And again, this is all age appropriate. And so life skills tackles those things that the girls are being exposed to and that they don't necessarily get in school.
So when we talk about volunteering for the Girl Scouts, does it have to be a parent of a girl to volunteer, or can it be anybody? Anybody
can be a Girl Scout volunteer. And there is a myth that it's only a mom that's a troop leader, but we have men who are troop leaders, we have women who don't have children. Anyone can be a Girl Scout volunteer. It really takes that desire to make a difference in the lives of a child. And we have different types of volunteer experience. Being a troop leader is a time commitment, right? The girls meet preferably year-round, but at least during the school year. So that's a pretty hefty time commitment. However, we also have other opportunities. For example, you could come talk to our girls about what it's like to be a journalist. You know, we have a career exploration opportunities that might be one Saturday. So there are just multiple ways to share your life with a girl to be able to impact, and that's easy to do through our website.
And the badges. That's what all the girls want to try to earn.
Absolutely. You know, badges are an important part. And as you said, I was a Girl Scout. It was important to me to look and to say, what kind of skills do I want to learn? How can I apply those? So badges are earned recognition. A girl essentially, again, in an age-appropriate way, learns about a particular skill, well enough that she could teach it to somebody younger. So that's kind of the concept at the end of it. It often includes a little career exploration. So if it was a first aid badge, she might talk to a paramedic, for example, or a doctor, and learn what is that like to be in that field. Not always, but that's often part of it. So our girls get exposed to a lot of different careers as they're doing their badges as well. And again, the badges are in all of the program pillars as well as the council's own badges. So we have 2 which are in STEM as well.
And do they put the badges on their uniforms when they finally earn them?
Yes, so badges go on the front of a vest or a sash. We also have patches, and patches are really fun because patches can be something that they participate in but not necessarily earn. And so I got to create a patch. That's one of the fun things about being a CEO, and my patch is called Think Like a Creative CEO. And when a girl meets me, I talk to her about being a creative problem solver, and then she can put a patch on the back of her on her uniform piece. But in addition to badges, they also earn higher awards and the journeys as well. All of those earned pieces go on the front.
Inspire program.
Oh, Inspire is our custom design program. It is a fantastic multimedia program at our arduous Girl Scout Leadership Center on the peninsula in Newport Beach. And we have 2 parts of it. One part is career exploration, and girls interact virtually with career women. It's a again multimedia where they learn about different careers and how STEM is in every part of a career. So, for example, we have a costume designer who even talks about how she uses STEM, and then the girls pick a career and they do activities on their tablet where they learn about that particular career, and they make a video, and it's actually like talk show video about what the careers are, so it's kind of fun. The other part is the project management. It's the take action side of Inspire, and their girls learn project management tools. So they'll pick an issue and they'll see what are the pieces they need to do to take a project from start to finish. And with both of these programs, it's very interactive. They have collateral at the end, so they've created posters and things like that, all virtually. They can go back home, go on the computer, find the different things. Inspire is just a fantastic signature program of Girl Scouts of Orange County.
And what grade level can start that?
That again, we have created Inspire for every grade level. So there are unique experiences for daisies all the way through ambassadors within Inspire.
Now, the cookie program is the major fundraiser for the Girl Scouts, correct?
So the cookie program is first a program. We know girls learn so much, as we talked about a few minutes ago, but it also does help the council. All of the proceeds of the cookie program stay in Orange County. So some go to the troops and then some come to the council, and that helps us do everything from background screen our employees and our volunteers, training, keeps the lights on in our buildings, helps us maintain beautiful Camp Sherman and our other properties. So the cookie program, yes, it does provide a substantial amount of our funds.
Are there other fundraisers?
Absolutely. So we do have a fundraising, a philanthropic department within our organization. We are a nonprofit, a 501c3, and so we have fundraising efforts that include individual giving, so people can just donate, planned giving, people put us in their wills or estates, as well as some fun events. We have a challenge cup, which is a way for folks to do some Girl Scout activities. They have an older girl assigned to them, and it's a competition. The folks participating in it pay to participate, and they also fundraise, and they have a great time. And we just announced next year on our 111th anniversary, we are going to have our first trefoil trot, which will be a fun run for Girl Scouts as well.
And travel?
Travel is so important to Girl Scouts. We know that can be a life-changing experience for girls. I have had conversation with our girls who have gone on destinations and or have traveled with their troop. They learn so much about other cultures and about planning and how expensive travel is, and so they can save their troop cookie proceeds and be able to travel around the world. We have many troops who will go in their last couple of years of high school, to our world centers in England and Switzerland and India or Mexico. And so they can go around the world and travel and have a Girl Scout experience that they cannot get anywhere else.
Is the goal to have the girls experience as much as possible by grade 12 before they go on to college, so that they have that in their background?
Yes, I think that's the best thing, is if a girl can have the entire Girl Scout experience. We know that when she does have multiple years and multiple experiences, that our girls really thrive. So we encourage our troops to make sure they're doing a well-rounded program, that they are doing a variety of things, that they're doing the things that the girls like within those 4 program pillars, also within the highest awards, so that the girls really do get the full breadth of what we offer.
How can girls connect with a troop?
So it's easy to join. We have it all set up on our website, girlscoutsoc.org. There's a join button, actually, and it goes by zip code. They can look and see what kind of troop is meeting. It'll show what the troop meeting times are. If there's not a troop in their area, then our staff will work with them on maybe starting a troop. And we also work a lot within schools, especially at that DAISY level to start.
About how many girls in Orange County are involved with Girl Scouts?
So we have about 15,000 girls. And
in Orange County?
In Orange County. Yeah, so, and our goal really is that any girl who wants to be a Girl Scout can be a Girl Scout in Orange County. There is a registration fee, but we offer financial assistance for everything that we do. We do not want that to ever be a barrier for a girl.
And how does the outside world view Girl Scouts?
I think sometimes the first thing that people think of is cookies, as we talked about, but we are doing our best to show the world the power of Girl Scouts, and we're highlighting our girls and the phenomenal projects they do. The more word like this that we can get out, that we are cookies, for sure. We love cookies. We know that program does great things. We are camping. We have a great outdoor program, but we are so much more, and we offer a world to girls that they just simply can't get anywhere else.
And probably experiences that last a lifetime.
Absolutely. I know my experiences formed me. I know that I can look back on my troop leader and my troop experiences, and I'm still in contact with some of my troop mates. My experience was that I was a Girl Scout on Balboa Island. My mom had recently been divorced and then remarried, and we were moving, and I was very upset to move. And so my mom did the smartest thing. She called the Girl Scout Council, Orange County, and said, Vicki's going to go to camp this summer. Can you put her in a tent with somebody from Seal Beach? That's where we were moving. And sure enough, they did. And so I went to camp. I didn't know my mom had done this. I was in a tent. Christy Cave was in my tent. She said, I'm from Seal Beach. And her mom happened to be the troop leader. When I got to a brand new school with a brand new family in a brand new place, I had a sisterhood. And I'll tell you, having that from the start, knowing that I was part of something, made that transition at a pretty, dramatic time of my life so easy and so amazing. And those girls, like I said, I still speak to some of those girls who welcomed me with open arms.
And they're involved with cooperative learning.
Oh, cooperative learning. We know that that's the key in the workplace. I just came from a meeting in mine where we're talking about strategic priorities and having to work cross-functionally with other departments. And so these girls get the opportunity to work together to figure out, again, how do they solve problems. They may be working on their Bronze Award if they're junior Girl Scouts in 4th and 5th grade. So they have to decide which project do they want to work on. How are they going to spend their troop proceeds? They really get a lot out of cooperative learning.
Thank you, Girl Scouts of Orange County Chief Executive Officer Vikki Shepp, for being on Impact OC. And I thank everyone for tuning in. I'm OC Talk Radio Public Affairs Director Dawn Camber. Have an impactful day.
You've been listening to Impact OC, the only program showcasing the people and organizations shaping our community. Right here on Orange County's only community radio station, OC Talk Radio.